Hi everyone, I'm Becky. Thanks for joining me for Storytime today. Today I have a story time all about our body and our senses. And so this story is called My Five Senses. So let's read and learn about some of the fascinating things that our body is able to do. I can see with my eyes. I can hear with my ears. Can you show me where your ears are? Good. I can smell. What do you smell with? I can smell with my nose. Can you take a deep breath? Smelling in through your nose, you can kind of think about what you smell. I can taste with my tongue. It's one of my favorite senses. You can see he's licking some ice cream. I love that I can taste. I can touch with my fingers. Can you wiggle your fingers? I do this with my senses. I have 5 senses. When I see the sun or a frog or my baby sister, I'm using my sense of sight. I am seeing. When I hear a drum or a fire engine or a bird, I use my sense of hearing. I am hearing. When I smell soap or a pine tree or cookies just out of the oven, I use my sense of smell. I am smelling. When I drink my milk and eat my food, I am using my sense of taste. I am tasting. And when I touch a kitten or a balloon or water, I am using my sense of touch. I am touching. Sometimes I use all of my senses at once, and sometimes I use only one. I often play a game with myself, and I guess how many senses I am using at that time. When I look at the moon and the stars, I am using one sense. I am seeing. When I laugh and play with my puppy, I use 4 senses. I see, I hear, I smell, and I touch. But you can see he's not tasting anything right there, so that's why he's using 4 of his senses. When I bounce a ball, I'm using 3 senses. I can see the ball, I can hear it, and I'm touching it. So see, hear, and touch. Sometimes I use more of one sense and less of another, but each sense is very important to me because it makes me aware. To be aware is to see all that I can see, hear all there is to hear, smell all there is to smell, taste all there is to taste, and touch all there is to touch. Wherever I go, whatever I do, every minute of the day, my senses are working. They make me aware. So that's a fun game that you can do at home too. As you're doing some of your favorite activities, you can think about which of the 5 senses you're using. And maybe try to consider if there are any activities that you do that use all 5 at once. All right, now here I have a Mr. Potato Head on the board, but you can see he is just a potato right now. Now, Mr. Potato Head, how will you see? I'll give you 2 eyes so you can see me. All right, he's looking more like a potato head now, but I think he's missing a few other things. Mr. Potato Head, how can you smell? I'll give you a nose so you can smell well. So now he can use his sense of sight and his sense of smell. Now, Mr. Potato Head, how can you taste? I'll give you a mouth so you can eat cake. There's his mouth. Now he can taste with his mouth. Now, Mr. Potato Head, how can you hear? I'll give you 2 ears so you'll know when I'm near. So now he can hear with his ears. He's still missing one sense though. Do you know which one is missing? Mr. Potato Head, how can you touch? I'll give you 2 hands so that you can feel much. So he's got 2 big hands here. Now, there's still a few things that we can add. He can at least use all of his 5 senses now, but he's missing a couple things still. So Mr. Potato Head, how can you run? Now, I'll give you 2 feet so you can have fun. Almost. Now, Mr. Potato Head, how does your head look so bare? Let's give you a hat. There. So our Mr. Potato Head is all made up. He's looking complete and he can use all 5 of his senses. Now, speaking of our body, I thought I would challenge us a little bit today, and we're going to try head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So I'll start it off a little bit slower and we'll see if we can pick up the speed. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Let's try it a little faster. You ready? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Do you think you can do it a little bit faster? Let's try one more time and see how we do. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Nice job, everyone. Thanks for joining me for a story time all about our body and our senses. We'll see you next time.